When somebody tells you who they are, listen to them. Listen to them and listen to them close. Sun Tzu says, "Know thy enemy and know thyself." And this is a brief rant, but I didn't know that when you block somebody on your phone, that they can still leave you voicemails. Because I haven't been getting no indications, indicators, or whatever. But I didn't know that. Somebody just happened to mention that, so I said, you know what? I blocked a few people. Let me check my voicemail and see if they may have left me any messages. So I had like three new voicemails or whatever, and people who I blocked who were pretty much mad that I blocked them, or pretty much mad that I wasn't answering the phone because obviously they don't know they blocked. They just know that every time they call, they get the voicemail, and when you block them, you don't get no. So you don't get any text messages. So you don't get no text messages. I'm an iPhone user, so you know what I'm saying. I guess they don't see that anything was delivered. They just see it, whatever. If they have an iPhone, but people with Android, as far as they know, I received it. I just didn't respond. But interesting thing, anybody who knows me knows that I don't argue with people. I had an epiphany one day. I was actually watching I was watching White Man Can't Jump, and at the end, like she had been through so much. Rosie Perez had been through so much stuff with Woody Harrelson. When they finally went through all this stuff, and finally she got on Jeopardy and she won the money. You know what I'm saying? Here comes Wesley Snipes' character, like, yeah, all I need is this to get me back on my feet. You owe me. And he like, I gotta go help. I gotta go help, this guy. He was bad with money. He was a bad gambler. You know what I'm saying? So she like, again, like we didn't went through all this. Finally, we got enough money to pay off our debtors. We good. You know what I'm saying? And you still want to go off and gamble our money away. And he like, in his mind, he like, honey, you know what I'm saying? It's whatever. Like I guarantee you, I'm gonna win. But she had been through so much with this person. She just grabbed him. She gave him a kiss, and then she just skated off. You know what I'm saying? So he went off. He actually did win. He went off and played the game, won. And when he came back, she had packed up. She had left. That was no, and it was an epiphany because, she, even though she loved this man, she loved him, right? She wanted to be with him, but she understood this is who he is. That's not what I'm on. That's not what I'm willing to go through. We've been running, doing all this stuff, trying to get away from whatever, and this man is still doing the same thing. She's still doing the same thing. He don't respect me at all. I'm telling him, listen, we not finna do. I've been fighting with you all this whole time. She didn't even explain none of that. She didn't even try to get through to him. She just said, you know what? She was at a point where she accepted who he was. She gave him a kiss, and she skated off. Like, all right, I love you, but I'm out to love you from a distance because obviously you don't get it. I already told you who I am. You told me who you are. Obviously, you don't love me enough to change it. So we got to part ways. So I say all that to say that I kind of had an epiphany. When you talking to certain people and they tell you who they are, you know what I'm saying? They might tell you, like, I'm sure everybody got somebody in their family who be like, I'm going to keep it real no matter what. No matter if it hurts your feelings, whatever, 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 I'm going to keep it real. I'm going to tell you this, so and such and such. Even, to cause conflict where there doesn't have to be conflict, where something that you might be doing might not affect them at all, but, they feel the need to speak up because it's just a part of their character. They just want a conflict with you. Anything that they had to call you on what they doing instead of, if it ain't really affecting them, they still feel the need to judge you or be, a certain kind of way towards you to conflict. So I'm the type of person where, I feel like, if I don't judge anybody, people do different things. I have different friends who are they different types of people. I accept them for who they are. I get in a groove or get into a pocket where we can, be here, you know what I'm saying, and coexist, you know what I'm saying. Also, I told you I'm a big movie buff, just like Denzel Washington and Ice T on Ricochet. Denzel was a cop, Ice-T was a criminal, but they found a way to coexist in this pocket. You know what I'm saying? Where they was childhood friends, they grew up together. One was like, water and oil, but they found this way to meet in the middle and put aside their differences. So I say all that to say, like, you got people who will tell you who they are. They might be in your life, you might love them, but if this person is constantly causing you pain, what I'm saying? They constantly telling you who they are. Most people, they grow up with people in their family and they believe that, and it's just a belief system. They believe that, okay, I know this person is messed up, but they my family, so I gotta deal with them. Not true. Not true. You don't have to deal with these people. You can cut them out of your life just as easy as anything else. Y'all might have mutual family members, but you don't have to deal with these people who are constantly causing you pain. So as I said, the people that I had cut off, like I got a few really angry messages cussing me out, basically saying, pick up the phone. Why you ain't picking up the phone? I done called you several times. I'm tired of calling you and blah blah blah. So cursing me out. So what did I do? At that point, it's not gonna move me to call you. I listened to it, deleted it. You're not a factor in my life. So everything that you're doing, you're not doing anything for me in my life but causing me pain, causing me frustration, causing me headaches. And I've told you who I am, telling you, hey, I'm not for all the headaches. If we can't get along and be pleasant, if we can't focus on, good things and positive vibes, then we can't click. You know what I'm saying? If we can't talk to each other, if you do something to bother me and I tell you, and you do something about me and I tell you, if we can't find a positive solution for it, we're going to steer clear of that altogether. But in their opinion, they think, okay, well, this is a person that's in my life and I love them, and I want to be a part of their life, but I'm going to continue to cause them pain. And this person has told me a numerous amount of time, I am who I am and I'm not going to change. So you have to do what Rosie Perez did. You have to grab them, give them a hug and a kiss, and be like, all right, peace. Cut them off. Cut them off. Cut the cancer out of your life. You know what I'm saying? You can't, if you like most people in the doctor, if it's a cancer, if they can't treat it with radiation, they gotta cut it off because it's gonna affect other people. That energy is gonna affect you. So you have to cut them off. You can't stay in this level of pain that you're in, and that's regardless of anybody. And I'm pretty sure there's people who might be offended by me. I don't know who, but they might be offended by me, and they might feel the need to cut me off. And I understand. I get it. What I'm saying, I can love you from a distance, but if you tell me, hey man, what you're doing is hurting me, and I continue to hurt you, I don't expect you to stay in pain. If I put my hand in some fire and the fire is burning me, why would I continue to put my hand in this fire? The fire's there, so I gotta keep burning myself. That's foolish. You're a fool for doing that. So as I said, it's a short rant. I just had to get that out there because it's just crazy how so many people, think that they have to deal with people in their lives causing them drama, causing them pain, and you don't. You absolutely do not. You should, focus on your life and how you want your life to be. Life can be a short thing. It can also be a long thing, but the time that you have is all perception. There's an old saying that's saying, things happen in life. You might not be able to change. You might not be like it's the prayer is basically, Lord, help me to understand the things that I cannot change, the things that I can change, and the wisdom to know the difference. You know what I'm saying? And the things that you cannot change, you may not be able to change those things or change how they happen to you, but you are able to change how you feel about it. You are able to control you and your presence and you being associated with it. So I say all that to say, trust when somebody tell you who they are. Pay attention, assess it to a point where you see how you feel you want to react to it in your life or how you want to move in your life. And if they're not causing you any type of production or causing you any type of helping you anyway in life, get rid of them people. Get rid of them. Can move forward. That's just my philosophy. You know, you can love them. It's gonna hurt probably. You know, to cut them out if you've been around them for a long period of time because people are creatures of habit. You know what I'm saying? They might just be used to this abuse. Might be used to the pain. You know, might be used to it. But if that person is telling you they're not gonna change and they're consistently gonna cause you pain and heartache, don't be a fool. Don't be a fool. Get rid of those people. Just cut them out your life. Cut them out your life. You know, they say time heals all wounds. Give yourself some time to heal away from that. Focus on some of the positive things and pray that God puts, better friends or better family members in your life that's going to be on the same wavelength of you as you. Going to be on the same page where, they're providing positive feedback to you. They providing, these things, to you. And believe it or not, God will do that. You know what I'm saying? It's just a law of attraction. You will attract people if you start focusing on having people in your life that's going to put that type of, positive energy into your life. You'll attract those people. You know what I'm saying? You have to get away from people who are going to pull you down. They just want to see you fall. And most of us are raised that, these people are just in your family, they're your friends. You just got to, deal with it. You just got to deal with it. Treat them differently. They're going to treat you a certain way. You can go through your whole life, being abused by this person, and then they die, and then you just like, okay, I finally got away from them in death. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? And I know, most people, they probably don't know how, but you got to start with yourself. Start with your own peace. Figure out what it is you want for your life, and if that person's not, just step away from them. Cut them off. You don't got to answer the phone. If you're a grown person, you're an individual, you're an adult, cut that person off. You don't have to explain to them, just like Rosie Perez. She didn't explain why she was leaving. She just left. She gave him a kiss goodbye and was like, I'm out. I don't have the strength to explain to you and go back and forth. It's not going to make a difference. Especially if you're going back and forth with somebody, over and over again, and they keep doing the same thing, it's not going to make a bit of difference. So don't waste your time. Don't even waste your energy. Just pray for them that they get better. Pray for them that, maybe sometime down the line, once they've grown, they come back around and say, hey, I'm accountable. And that's what we all want. We all want the person who's hurting us to be accountable and acknowledge that they are accountable. But most people won't. A lot of people are narcissistic. They won't admit that they've been hurting you. They just, perceive it. They turn their perception into being a victim or whatever it is. So you have to understand that you have to hold them accountable in your life and understand who you are. Like you said, like I told you, they're going to tell you who they are, and you tell them who you are, and you act accordingly. You know what I'm saying? As a man, me personally, all you got in this world is your word and your balls. You know what I'm saying? You have your principle. Everybody got their scruples and their principles of how they live. Live by those things. Don't stray from those things for nobody, because that's what makes you who you are. So if you feel a certain kind of way, you was raised a certain kind of way, you tell somebody, hey, this is what I am, this is how I feel. If they disrespect that in any way, you gotta walk away from them. You can't make them, you know what I'm saying? And violence is not the answer. You can't be violent toward nobody. There's only so much you can do to yell at somebody to make them act a certain kind of way. So at that point, you don't control anybody else's life, man. I control mine though. So as I said, I'm gonna cut that cord. All right, it's that simple. Go live your best life. So with that, I'm just gonna say peace. I just want to share that with you. Hope it helps somebody. And y'all have a nice Sunday. I'm out.